I've tested hundreds of tech accessories this year, and I've narrowed it down to these 7 must-have accessories that have either made my life easier, improved my workflow in some way, or just inspired me to create better content. Welcome back to the Feel Productive channel. My name's Ez, and on this channel, we explore tech through the lens of productivity. Let's get into it. Okay, the first item is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is a compact, lightweight capture device, which has totally changed the way I capture content. I took it with me on my travels this year, and it felt great to have something that I could use as a creative outlet to capture the moment. It records up to 4K 60 frames per second, and it captures in D-Log-M, which is a flat color profile, which you can then bring into your video editor and make look super nice. And considering it's coming out of this 1-inch sensor, I'd say the results are sensational. It just gives you like a different feeling because it's one device that has one purpose. The smoothness of the video as well, because you're shooting stabilized footage on a gimbal, definitely makes a difference and makes it stand out over and above just using your phone camera. It's really hard to explain without actually giving it to you to hold yourself and just run around and start capturing stuff. It has changed the game for me, particularly if you're looking to go into like social media content, YouTube, TikTok, or whatever it might be. And I've coupled it with the DJI Mic Mini, which came out this year. So this guy connects to this guy directly, and between these two small devices, you have like one of the smallest YouTube setups you can buy to get good quality content with good quality audio. And to demonstrate what this sounds like and the range on this thing, I went to an ice rink. Check it out. Okay, I'm gonna try not to die as I ice skate on this very slippery ice. I'm really curious to know what the mic quality sounds like and whether there are any dropouts as I move around and I move further away from the mic. By the way, I don't have noise cancellation switched on. There is quite a lot of music and quite a lot of sound from the ice and people, as you can see. But I'll talk to you in a minute about noise cancellation, because I've really struggled with this mic in connecting it to the Mimo app. And so therefore, just trying the mic as it is, really, to see just generally if the quality is any good and whether the range has held up as I come closer to you now. Okay, so now this is a much quieter environment. I'm trying to not speak too loudly. The mic's right on my string of my hoodie, and I think this is good enough. I think for YouTube, for TikTok videos and things like that, hooked directly up to the Osmo Pocket 3, the quality is more than good enough. In fact, if you put it into post-processing, you can make it sound even better. This is just straight raw out of the mic. So from the video I mentioned I was having problems linking this to the DJI Mimo app. I did eventually get it working, but it took a while. The noise cancellation on it is okay. It's not the best, considering how small this thing is. This thing is comparable to like a 2p coin. I'd say the audio is good enough for most people's needs in most situations. And again, anything that will inspire you to get up, get out there, capture content, and do so with some decent audio, I think is a worthy investment, especially for 50 bucks. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the DJI Mic Mini. What do you think of the sound tests? How does it compare to the mic that I'm using right now? So I always like to travel light, and anything that can help me with saving space and has multiple purposes grabs my attention straight away. And the Kushu travel charger is definitely one of those items. This year, I've been traveling a lot with my phone, my AirPods, and my Apple Watch. And it's been super convenient because I've been able to charge all 3 devices using this accessory. It provides MagSafe and standard wireless fast charging, and the MagSafe offers 15 watts of wireless charging, which is basically as fast as it gets when you're charging your iPhone, and is twice as fast as standard wireless charging. There are many 3-in-1 chargers now, but this thing is built different. I've had so many of these in the last couple of years, and it's the quality, the way this thing is built. It's got a beautiful aluminium alloy finish. I can fold it down, put it in my bag, take it out with me. safe in the knowledge that all my devices will be charged. The package also includes a 45-watt charger, which weighs absolutely nothing and is more than what you need. So that's a really nice touch. And it also comes with a braided USB-C cable and a storage pouch. So if you happen to be an Apple fanboy like me, this is about as premium as it gets. By the way, links to all of these items are in the description box below. The iPad Pro M4 has been a productivity beast for me. The improvements they made this year with the OLED screen and making it slightly slimmer and more portable has absolutely changed it for me. I can now rock the 11-inch iPad and not have any compromise for not having the 13-inch. And I find the 11-inch form factor to be absolutely perfect for my setup. And I use it in 3 different ways. I have it under my monitor where I've usually got something always on whilst I'm working. That's usually tick these days, where I have my schedule and my to-do list, and I've got a constant view of what I need to do next and what I need to do now. The second real use case for it is right now I'm recording this video, and underneath the camera I have Notion open with my script, and I'm not reading it word for word, but I am referring down to it where it is. But yeah, it's been super handy for that because I'm constantly forgetting what I need to say. By the way, if you want to know which iPad apps I'm using right now, be sure to subscribe because that will be my next video. The third use case is note-taking. So because it's on my desk, I usually take it to one side when I'm in a meeting and I start writing notes and jotting things that I want to say after the person stops speaking. And I find that that helps me listen more proactively because I'm not trying to retain the things that I want to say and waiting for the other person to finish. So I find that just writing notes during meetings is something that helps me with interacting with people. And the Apple Pencil Pro has been just a delight to use this year. It's definitely made it a better experience writing on the iPad. I feel like having a pencil with your iPad is the one thing that really differentiates it and makes the iPad feel really worth having. The haptic feedback feature on this is really sensational. It's hard to describe, but it just feels like you're pressing it when you're not. And the whole experience just feels a lot better than the previous Apple Pencil. In terms of productivity, it is now more efficient to use because you just squeeze it and you can change tools. So if you want to quickly erase something, you just squeeze it once, start erasing, squeeze it again, and then you can start drawing or writing again. So it's definitely sped up my note-taking process. One of the other cool things they've added is Find My integration into this as well. So no more worrying about this falling off your iPad. Speaking of keeping your Apple Pencil secure, I've been rocking this TomTalk Pivot Inspire iPad case, and it really has helped me on a number of fronts. Firstly, it keeps your device secure. It's made of this slim, aircraft grade, lightweight material, which just feels really sturdy. I mean, it just feels like you couldn't break this if you tried. But there are 2 main reasons why I love this thing. The first is it keeps your Apple Pencil secure. So if you're traveling with your iPad and you're constantly putting it in and out of your bag, you no longer have the worry of the Apple Pencil falling out. And the second thing is the kickstand, which is adjustable and magnetic. So you can adjust your iPad to almost any angle, whether you're watching something or you need to take notes, and you can have it on your lap, and it's really, really secure. And that's how I've mainly been using my iPad this year, as a standalone device, not in a Magic Keyboard. So this case has really facilitated a lot of my efficiency and my productivity this year. I highly recommend it. I've been having issues with my Wi-Fi mesh router system this year. I had the first generation Google Wi-Fi devices and I had 3 of them scattered around my house. But with the number of devices I've connected to them, it's got to be like 70 or something around my house, I just found that my entire internet speeds were slowing down. In fact, sometimes I would get kicked out of video calls or they would just buffer for ages, and it was really stressing me out. Step forward the Google Wi-Fi Nest Pro, and boy am I impressed. Firstly, the packaging of these devices, I just had to capture this packaging. It was just really well presented, and because I've moved most of my workstation upstairs where I am right now, combined between the 3 routers, I get 6,000 square feet of coverage, which is obviously way more than I need, but definitely has future-proofed my home as more and more devices connect to my Wi-Fi. So if I test the speed of my connection now, I was getting like 30 or 40 before, and you can see I'm now going into the 300s up here, which is just incredible. It's just, I've never seen this before, so I'm just so impressed. These new models offer Wi-Fi 6E speeds, which are twice as fast as Wi-Fi 6. So if you have a compatible device, you're definitely going to notice a difference. Genuinely a game-changing set of devices for my productivity, particularly if you work from home. It's well worth investing in a decent mesh router system to make sure you have even coverage wherever you work around your home. Speaking of work, if you want to beat digital overwhelm and get your focus back on track for 2025, I talk about how I've done it in the video right here. I'll see you on the next one.